The last push south begins in Saint Augustine, departing very early in the morning, getting the first bridge opening at 7 a.m., and shooting offshore. This is the longest leg. It's an overnight and takes you around Cape Canaveral and brings you in down at Fort Pierce. Arrived down at Fort Pierce in the midday on the day following. Went and got a little bit of fuel and then set up for an anchor. And this is how the crew handled that trip.
Hoist the mainsail. I'm hoisting it, Captain. Let's get that mainsail hoisted. Boy, is that water pretty. Just gorgeous. Nice and blue. The weather is great. Finally, some warmth. It's like 75 degrees. Yep, Captain, the sails look good. Not a lot of wind though. I don't need my sweater at all. Hey Captain, it's getting dark. We're gonna have to turn the nav lights on. Hey Captain, I'm getting the nav lights, deck level lights, and the steaming light. We got her. Puffin stuff. Whatever you do, don't get your finger caught in the anchor. HR puffin stuff. Who's your friend when things get rough? HR puffin stuff. Can't do a little because you can't do enough. I got my eye on you.
After successfully smashing my finger there in Fort Pierce, I got up the next day to go inshore. This time I'm taking the ICW down from Fort Pierce down into North Palm Beach. It's a little bit rough on the outside and I didn't want to stop, so I decided to go inshore. An interesting trip to say the least. It included a boat explosion and included a pontoon boat trying to cut me off. Anyway, this is what it looked like going down to West Palm Beach.
Hoisting the anchor in Fort Pierce. Next stop, Lake Worth, West Palm Bay. Sun peeking through the clouds as we leave Fort Pierce. Destination, West Palm, Lake Worth. Hey Captain, looks like we're coming to a bridge. Hey Captain, I think we're in the low rent district. There's a lot of shacks down here. Yep, definitely the low rent district, no doubt about it.
Captain, and you as well.
Ooh, I bet that hurt.
And so this brings us to the last day of this 4-day trip. It will end up being approximately 285 miles the whole trip. This leg here is a jump right down the coast into the port of Miami. That's where all the cruise ships are. And one of the things that I had the pleasure of was seeing a cruise ship coming out the channel just as I'm getting ready to go in. And once I'm in the channel, I just spin around to the corner and anchor in Marine Stadium. And I arrived.
Hey, Captain. Looks like it's the last leg of the journey. I'm leaving West Palm, Lake Worth. It's 4:30 in the morning, and the next stop is Miami. I'm going to go in the government cut and anchor at Marine Stadium. And that will be the end of the trip south.